So today we are back from our trip. My voice is still a little hoarse today, but I feel totally fine. We have to take a pause on the chicken coop because there's one thing that we need to get done and built before we make any more progress on that, and that is a cold frame. I want to plant a lot of our things outside in that and get them started, our seeds in that, so there's fewer things we are starting from indoors. That way I won't have to do as much hardening off, which I really don't like. But before we can get started on that project, we need to clean up our huge muddy mess that we've been making.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done.
It seems as though the garage is kind of like the dishes for our family. We clean up, get the dishes, put in the dishwasher, and then we have a meal and the sink is full again. And that same goes for the garage. We get it all organized and cleaned and swept, and we have another project, and then it's messy again. So it's definitely a reoccurring process for us to be continually sweeping, cleaning, and organizing. So in the building of our cold frame, just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for is I want one that has a higher back and a shorter front so that I can reach in. Also, it's going to be about 10 feet long because that's about how much space we have in the location I want to put it.
So I can reach barely. So yeah, now how do we get from here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little too,
Yeah, but you don't want to go that far.
that's gonna be fine.
Good.
Yeah, that's probably good.
You can get it in enough on there in the bottom.
So we've moved out to onto our driveway because the sun is out now and it's warming it up a little bit. It's kind of a chilly day. We thought it would be warmer. So we're gonna go ahead, get this front panel on. This thing is like turned on its back. What we didn't realize with the rivets was that it opens up a hole on all the sides. So we're thinking we're gonna have to find a way to kind of fill those in so that it stays warm. I just see them like this. So I thought that was the best material, but now I'm like, oh, I think a flat plastic would have been better. Maybe that's more expensive, I don't know, because these were kind of cheap. We are also going vertical with the side and horizontal in the front, which bothers me kind of a lot, but it was a lot easier of a cut to just go one straight piece. And it's gonna be just fine, but I'm excited. I've been wanting to get something started in this frame for a while now, and we'll be able to get that done, hopefully today. At least finish this today. Like if we went this way, you'll have to look at that would make it a lot easier.
It needs to, yeah, there
There
we
you
go.
go. Then all you have to do is trim that edge. We'll have enough. We have extra of this
Probably
panel
should.
and the other panel.
these two, it overlaps on both right there. So yeah, maybe right there and then one down here.
Is there gonna be a gap right here?
Yeah, slightly.
You open it, it makes a gap. But if we if we screwed it in like that, opening it would be like that, be a little above it. So it's been like a solid 30 minutes of us trying to figure out how to do the lid for this with the hinge, with closing gaps, with the way that we built the frame already. In hindsight, there were a few boards that we would have maybe flipped or changed the way they were, but we think we have a plan finally. Oh my goodness, this is taking us forever to think about. Hopefully it works. Do you think the other side will need the same size? Or should we measure?
We should measure.
That.
Okay, well, we can go in like this.
Okay, so we've got the frame for the roof there. Now we need to make sure we can do hinges and see what happens. And then attach the panel. This part might create a lot of shade, but in the end, I think with how much sun we get naturally in our backyard, full sun, I think it'll be just fine. But it's hard because it's like we're not really attaching it to this.
No, I think you want to go a little bit closer to the edge.
Okay. Ow.
Okay.
Are you gonna do this? Yeah. You're gonna have to lay down. Do you want a pillow?
Yeah. Hi. Okay, push down. Out of my coffin.
That does look like a coffin. So then now we have one full panel left, and I think it's gonna fit across. I'm gonna check and see. If it doesn't fit, if it's too narrow, it's really dirty. Then we'll have to do vertical panels, and this thing will just look really fun. Ooh,
Great.
perfect. Yay! I think we'll flip it the other way. Or no, that's the easy way to, yeah. So that was one issue that could have been bad. The other one is we have about that many screws left to do that top part. Should be enough. Do you want me to drill in the one side and then you can trim this side? Like we did last time?
Yeah.
So I had bought this handle because I was going to use it for our chicken run door. And then we decided that we would also think it'd look really good if this was on here as well. The roof to this is 10 feet long and the handle would look really good. So I'll just get another one of these handles for the coop and then use this one. Oh, we're gonna do it right now. I think it'll look really good.
Put it where you want and then make sure it stays straight.
Okay. That looks so good. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
We haven't attached this yet, but that'll be super nice to have. Wow. Before I do this side,
Yeah, just to make sure.
just hold it like straight-ish. Because it's like smashing against the handle.
Yeah, probably like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Okay.
this looks so good. It's beautiful. Some people dream of, you know, traveling the world, but I dream of cold frames and chicken coops. Need to ration out this food. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side.
One thing we didn't think about with having this top panel be horizontal was that the rain or snow coming down on it won't be able to drip down. And that's something that I noticed later when we had a rainy day and it kind of pooled up in the center. So we might need to put a support board on the roof and maybe make our panels go the other direction.
We'll need to shift it over. I mean, I'd prefer it more that way.
Which way?
Just a little bit. We should have leveled like the spot. That's better. So this spot right here gets so much sun. It's right by a spigot here. Our herb garden's just right over there. But this is a very sunny place. That looks so good. Does it lean up against? Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. That'll be awesome. And it gets so warm right here. Like the dirt here is already like bone dry, whereas the rest is pretty muddy. It just, the sun radiates heat off the house. So this spot here gets pretty warm. In fact, in our herb garden over there, it's right there, I already have like seedlings of cilantro like coming up in February. And then they stayed alive when it got down to like 17 degrees. So I think it just stays a little bit warmer over here versus at where our garden is. So now I'm gonna take off this plastic off this and just put this in there, if that makes sense. And then do a lot of starts that way. So it'll be like starting seedlings in like containers still, or soil blocks. And then I can transplant them and they'll get more used to our climate out here. I can open just this instead of bring them all out. We'll have fun playing with this over the years. No stick required. He didn't like my idea of propping it open with a stick.
Sounds like a hassle.
It is a hassle, you're right. You just are giving it a start. In fact, there's a couple seeds starting in here. It looks like lamb's ear, maybe? Do you think we should put like gravel at the base of it? Or just leave it dirt?
Just dirt.
Dirt for now.
Why
Some
gravel?
people put bricks on the bottom because
to
bricks,
heat it up?
yeah, bricks will heat up. But that might get even too hot. I don't know. I do feel like we should fill in this corner right here.
Yeah, we need to fill in some holes.
So I should be able to reach all the way here if I've got plants started up here. I want to get onions out here, flowers, just a lot of things. As it warms up, I'll do even more things like cucumbers, but we'll see. Maybe the pumpkins, but flowers, onions, all that.
The next day after our trip, we hastily got ready for baby rabbits. I quickly made a little nesting box. These metal ones are not very warm, so we decided to make one out of wood.
Let's go check on
Mom, now
Kanarra
the ball
first.
is frozen. Oh, I see river prints.
It's a little harder, but not sloshy.
River!
I want to check on this girl. We got her all set up last night. Okay, this is her setup. It doesn't look like there's fur, anything. She dug a hole, a good sized hole. I don't know if this cage will keep her in, really. Do you have babies in there? I don't see anything. Nothing, nothing. When you gonna have those babies, girl? I knew rabbits could dig holes, but that was quick.
All right, we've got an update. There is now fur and fluff around the rabbit, so should mean babies coming soon. Junie, that's the wettest part. Come over here. So we're gonna keep checking on her a ton because we want to make sure she has some good success with these babies.
It's okay.
She's actively pulling fur, but don't close that, please. I guess I got it. Wow, she's pulling it out.
She hopped on top of her hidey house.
Put it in there, the nesting
Mom,
box.
she laid some babies. She is.
No babies yet, I don't think. Nope.
Yeah, no.
So she pulls out her belly fur and then puts it in there, I hope. No, she's making a nest right there, like under the nesting box. I wonder if she's gonna deliver them right there.
Right where?
That's where she's making her nest right there.
What?
We want them in the box, right?
We can move them, right? We don't want them just hopping around because they could fit through there.
Let me move the box and put the fur, maybe.
In there.
Yeah,
just
she's
put all
like
that
making
fur
a
in there.
nest. I don't know.
She did drop some.
Don't make her nervous. Okay, so I moved the box where she had her nest and I put her fur in it. I don't know if that's breaking the rules. Okay, now that that's where you're gonna put your babies, we need to come and check out here
That's what she does.
every like hour or so.
I'm gonna check in another hour to see if there are babies in there.
But yeah,
There
she's
should be because she's
definitely pulling
out
fur.
dropping it in there.
Mhm.
When she's on Good job, Kanarra.
Are you dropping it in there now? Is that what you're doing?
He keeps.
You
He
gonna make
only
a
takes
home?
it from her like a paw. She takes it from Dad that she's like making a nest.
Good job, beautiful. He was in there. Oh yeah, put it in there. Put it in there.
Actually, I really want to see what's going on.
You can stay here. Dad heard you.
Okay, so super exciting, waiting for baby bunnies. Hopefully everything works out. While I'm waiting, since I know I'll be checking on her multiple times today, I think I'm gonna prune our fruit trees. It's the perfect time for that. It's really muddy. There's like a puddle of water out there, but I'm just gonna do it. But first, I need to find my pruners. Oh, we moved, and I haven't seen them since, so hopefully. I just have this pile of garden things.
So I have my bucket of water. I like to clean, or like soapy water to clean the pruners in between trees. I found them. Looks like the latch to keep them closed got broken off. Don't even know how that happened. And then I'm gonna bring some twine and maybe use this for correcting the branches. So what I'm gonna try to do, this is a plum, is just make sure the center is open, remove any branches that are sticking straight up because those often don't produce fruit very well, and then kind of open it up a little bit. This tree did not get munched on too much by the deer, but there's some. I think that one over there is pretty bad. So there's not a ton that needs to happen. I like how the branches are coming out. This one's probably a little low. This one's perfect. You want kind of that angle. So I think we'll just probably tell the tree to use this branch to keep going because it's away from those ones, and then take off maybe the rest. And then this one will kind of become the next big main branch shooting off this way. So I'm not a pro at this. I just know kind of what I want to do, and we'll see if it works out.
So one thing that I've learned or read somewhere is that fruit tree branches are fun things for rabbits to nibble on. So as I was snipping off the branches, I had the kids come and gather them up and distribute them out to the rabbits to nibble on. It's a safe wood for them to chew on. So I was doing that while I was pruning. And as I was pruning, our kids kept going into the chicken coop to check on Kanarra and how she was doing. And every time they went in, they said she was just huddled in the nesting box. So we didn't know it at the time, but she was actually having her babies.
Now this one, the deer really just nubbed it short. Every branch is so short. So I'm not doing a ton. I might just, I don't know. Well, let me just leave this one and see what happens. It's been a lot done to this tree. This is an apple. So we'll see. I might try to trim this one towards an outward facing bud. That might be what we do just with this tree. So I might keep this one branch and then try to train it to go out and then get rid of all the rest of those. Maybe leave this little one, but none of these little teeny ones down here at the bottom.
When you stand for a long time, your boots just like sink in and then you get stuck.
And this is another plum.
Ooh, a plum. Oh wait, you already pruned our apple, or was it peach?
I did that plum and that apple.
Oh, so that one was another plum. Ooh, who is this guy? Wait,
This one's
he
kind
lost
of.
his name tag. Who are you?
That
Oh,
one.
this guy looks pretty
That's
good.
a pear.
Oh,
It's got a different
okay, that's a pear.
idea of growing, isn't
But I
it?
can't remember who it
I'm gonna leave that branch. I'm gonna get rid
Why
of
are you
this one.
cutting off branches?
I'm pruning the trees today.
Mom, this guy looks pretty good, except for this one. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
so I think we need to train him to like grow up. Oh, those are strong. Yeah. It's Reliance. Mom, I don't get stuck in this mud.
You won't get stuck in that mud?
You're doing pretty good. Oh, but Mom, what if those branches just grow back?
We want this one to stay here. They always just try to grow back, huh? But that's why we're training. We gotta keep pruning every year. It's gonna keep trying to do things we don't want it to do. I'm trying to decide to keep this branch or not. It's a better one than this one, so maybe I'll ditch this one. And then keep this one. Yeah, I have some
Do you
string.
think Kanarra already had babies?
You want to peek in there? I just don't want to interrupt her. She's in her zone.
No talking. We're
Just be quiet when you go in.
inside her hidey house.
She's in her house, the nesting box.
She's still inside her hidey house.
Pruning fruit trees seems to intimidate a lot of people, and maybe I should be intimidated, but I'm really not. I have a vision for what I want to do with these fruit trees, and I actually really look forward to being able to prune it. It's fun for me, and I feel like it's a way for me to kind of connect and see what the tree is doing each year.
She's hopping about now. I think she made it. Hey, or
You
maybe
think we should check them? Okay.
I think.
The fruit trees are all pruned. We have her in the chicken coop.
Oh, hi, Kanarra. Mom, I think she had babies. There's something moving in there, Mom.
Are you
She had
serious?
babies. Yes.
What?
It's moving. It's moving. It's moving. It's moving.
She just had her baby. Are you serious?
Yes. Look, it's moving, Mom.
Oh, she did.
She had babies.
You did it while we pruned the trees. Good job, Mama.
She did it.
Do you think she has more?
I saw something moving in there, Mom.
Yes, she did.
That thing is. Do you think they're warm, Mom?
I hope so.
Mom, do you think you can touch them to make sure they're like not like really freezing?
My hands are freezing.
Oh,
We're pruning the trees.
look. I'm gonna go tell Dad and Hazel and Jimmy.
Okay, tell them to be quiet though. We don't want to disturb her. All right, so within that time that I was pruning the trees, 20, 30 minutes, she had her babies. We probably could have watched her have her babies. She literally went in there, stayed in there that whole time, and then Aspen just said that she came out And then there were wiggling little things in there. I don't know, we've never had baby rabbits, so I don't know like the process of if there's more coming or not, or if like once she's out and hopping around, that's kind of it. So I guess we could have researched that. But it's a warm day, high 40s, and inside the coop it's even warmer. And we made that wooden box so that it was even warmer than that. She did a pretty good job. We're gonna feed her some greens and to try to distract her a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of look in and just to feel if those babies are warm. Hopefully, I'm guessing they are.
How can you know it's baby?
It's hard.
Yeah, I can't either.
We haven't seen them.
I don't know if she likes it, Mom.
Okay, move slow.
I'm gonna put it over there.
Oh, can you have it? Tend it to me.
It's
Hi, Mama.
It's in there. Kanarra.
They're warm. They're warm. So
Kanarra.
I'm not gonna touch them any more than
Oh,
that.
she's so tired. She's just laying down.
Yeah, she's probably.
Oh, I see her babies. What if she's gonna have more? I want to touch them so bad, but I'm afraid to. Them with hay so they would stay warm. I'm like, what if she buried them with hay? And yeah, she did. I knew she did because like they're warm. Are they warm?
They're warm in there. I'm not gonna touch them anymore. I'm just gonna let her do her thing.
Good job, Kanarra. You are the best mom in the world.
They're warm in there.
She's
They are
like,
cozy.
I'm gonna make sure they're warm. Oh shit.
And I don't know. She could have more coming. So
Oh, what is she doing?
I don't know.
Is she having more? She's digging.
I don't think there's a ton in there, but we'll see if she has more coming. All right, so it's day 2. Some things that I've learned about checking for with baby rabbits is if they have full bellies and a quick count of how many babies there are. So I did a quick count this morning, or last night after the babies had some time to settle, and we have 7 babies. And then this morning I checked them. We've been periodically checking them and make sure they're staying warm, and they're staying very warm in here. And I just checked and they have full bellies. So Kanarra's being a good mama, so we're excited. We also need to start thinking of a plan about where we're gonna put these babies when they start getting bigger, start hopping out around 3 weeks or so. So we might need to be building kind of like a grow out or a bigger play area with mom until they grow out and get a little bit bigger. But so let's take a little peek at them. They're starting to look a little bit darker, like they're getting some fur. Are you a good mama? Are you a good mom? You are a good mom. She's having a little snack. Sorry, I just want to check a baby, okay? And it is so warm in there. So warm in there. They're starting to squeal a little bit. But here's our little baby. So we check for their round bellies. You can kind of see this one's little belly is round, so it's doing well. And it is so warm. It is definitely doing well. And I've checked them all, and they all look like they have all the parts that they need. Their ears are all intact. Everything looks good. They're staying healthy. So there's that full belly. So we have 7 of these.